A lot of people are excited to see just how good you really are.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Might be changing the route. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. It's complete. There he goes. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Say it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He might want another play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, say it. Complete to the right. What a nice connection, knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut him down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here's Sayin to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The linebacker's showing off a little bit of athletic ability, playing some man coverage. A lot of times those guys don't play this all the time, so you see them kind of get nervous and a lot of times get that pass interference or get a little bit handsy. Really nice job seeing the football, breaking on it, and swatting it to the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Not a chance. Missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. There's some room. That gives him 54 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition. The SEC.
And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top as we get a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
But man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They kick it away on fourth down. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Say it. Under fire. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Looking to fire. Complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. From the gun on third down, say it. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Looking for more room. All the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play.
Snags it, and he's open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The give on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Sayin from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Sayin back to the air. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff to Xavier. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. From the gun, wants to pass. It's on target and complete. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the big...
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the first. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Back to pass. It's Mateer. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
You know, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you can see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
The Sooners will try to move the chains on 4th down. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to buy time. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Making side adjustments here. Throwing, say it. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. Runs through a man. He might have space. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's this early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Quick tempo, no huddle offense, second down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a two-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Mateer. Steps away to find some room. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On third and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And it's fourth down, but with this time on the clock, why wouldn't you give it one more play before halftime? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll try to do it himself. He hits the slide, and he's converted this fourth down to keep the drive moving. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab. And they're able to get him on the ground.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wants to adjust the pattern. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. The quick out. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
On the ground, it's Jackson. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Going to the run, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Tight end now in motion. Say it. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down.
I really like the third down plan here. How are you going to pressure the quarterback? I love the blitz. It fools the offensive line. They get to the quarterback before he has a chance to set his feet, make a nice throw, forcing the fourth down.
Fourth down, say it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go. Throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Buckeyes are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll take it himself. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll run it. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They have taken the lead here in the fourth.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves. Breaks into the open. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. To the air, it's Mateer. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. It's a fumble on the play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
On the move. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go, ready. Flag 14, flag 14, shift. Where did he go?
Here's Sayin to throw. A little screen to the running back. Runs through a tackle. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The handoff. The offense coughs it up. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There's a crease. Past the 30. The 10. Takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma. You're happy you got the ball back, but the defense takes it a step further and just goes ahead and gets 6.
Yeah, you just want to get the stop, right? And you get the stop, you get the points. But guess what, Reese? I'm going to need another stop. This defense is going to be right back on the field. Unbelievable play, but you got to do it again.
And the point after is good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sayin. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They'll give it to Robinson. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ohio State calls its second timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Might have a chance. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. it.